Hello and welcome to another episode of Tales of Middle-earth, the series in which we explore stories and locations unrelated to our journey in Citadel Guard Adventures. I am Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and today we will be doing some of the Spring Festival, not sure exactly how much, but let's see. The residents of Riland have built an impressive hedge maze. Folks are traveling from all around to try their hand at navigating the maze, drink and make merriment. Joining the festivities and welcome to the Spring Festival. Ready yourself for travel to the Hedge Maze in the horse fields of Riland to experience this year's Spring celebration. Hurry and join the festivities. So for completing this quest, you will get a map to the Spring Festival. We're not gonna use that today though, as we just need to take this horse to get to the festival grounds. So I'm actually gonna save that for later. First of all, our first step is Sergeant Tom.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Welcome, my friend. If you're here for the Spring Festival, I'd recommend you look around and participate in many of the fun activities around here. If you're not here for the Spring Festival, maybe you should be. For those folks that participate in many of our activities, there might just be a reward in store for you, so get out there. And remember, if you get lost in the Hedge Maze, just yell for help.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
There are many rewards that await those who participate in the Spring Festival, and for those that celebrate for many days, the rewards are all the grander.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
There's lots to do during the Spring Festival. Get out there and get involved and earn rewards. Okay, so our very first step is here with Earn Full Rush. Let us take this quest first. I just walked around the festival grounds, and do you know what I saw? Why, my disappointed eyes beheld parched partygoers everywhere I turned. No spring festival can be properly enjoyed without the delightful notes of smooth spring wine. I have some spring leaves for you if you will pick up jugs of spring wine from the tables in the center of the festival grounds and deliver them to tables on the outskirts, Beriathan. The other quest that he has, Born Aloft in Springtime, is another story, and one that takes longer to complete. Is a quest line of about 5 quests, so we're gonna leave that for its own episode, I believe. So the chickens are running through the hedge maze. Let us take the opportunity then, before picking the wine, to go and gather the chickens, because the hedge maze is the main attraction of the festival, and you can only get the chickens every so often. It's a timed quest, so yeah, let us take it.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
I am delighted that you are here. You would not believe what fun I've been having in the maze. Chickens, oh, they are delightful when they run about so. If you wish to partake in the chicken chase, you must run in and catch them before they escape. The tricky part is finding them in the winding hedge, and the other tricky part is finding your way out once you've caught yours. Mind you don't lose your way when you go inside. It can be very tricky within the foliage, you know? So once again, you can only do some quests while you are in the maze actually. So that's one of them that we will be doing. This is another one that we can also do.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I came here this year to enjoy the greenery and get away from the noise of my home. I wanted to get lost in the quiet and the smells of spring. Instead, I come on the day when the twins from the Shire arrive. You wouldn't believe the mayhem inside the maze. Please, can you make them go away? Make them be quiet. They're running around, hearing and annoying everything on 2 legs.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I have an especially difficult challenge for you. There is a strong dire beer in the hedge maze, and one swallow will find you bereft of your senses. You will wake far from where you began and have no memory whatsoever of how you got there. All exploits along the way will have been forgotten. If you can navigate the maze while drinking those dire beers as you go, I will be tremendously impressed. But this is a timed quest. Gotta sample 6 beers before time runs out. The timer, however, is only for drinking the beer, not necessarily going outside of the maze and turning in the quest. So no need for concern. What we need to do is, well, drink the beer on one hand, find the twins and the chickens. Ah, this is one. Perfect. How fortunate. And there is a twin as well that we will admonish. However, getting the time to read what the twins are actually saying can be quite challenging, as most players will also be looking for twins, and they might get the quest recognition if they get them before you. Here we have some beer. That's 1 out of 6. So as the quest giver told us, you will forget many of the things that you do inside. So, hi, another chicken! Awesome. I think I'm not sure if we need to turn that quest before the chickens escape, but we have plenty of time before doing so, because the chickens, you have 15 minutes basically to find the chickens. Not sure about turning that in, but we will have plenty of time to drink the beer. In any case, that's the only other timed quest that we have, so we will do just that. So now we only need to find the beer, which is kind of difficult. Oh, okay, here we have some. So selecting nearest item, the delete key will not help you much, because it will show you where the beer is, but not the way to get there. It's kind of difficult. Okay. Let us get up. Nope. We were just here actually, so not that big of an effect. So yeah, the biggest challenge when running the beer is if you get ported somewhere you don't recognize and have to make your way through the maze once again and gather your senses. And even if you have 2 beers right next to each other, I don't think you have enough time to drink them both before the animation kicks in. Nope. There you have it. So you can only drink 1 at a time. Oh, here we have 1. But sometimes you might be lucky enough to get the beer right next to your new location. Not always. Oh, another chicken in here, but we don't need any more chickens. There is a twin here. Get him. The young hobbit stops to listen to your stern reprimand, giving you a defiant look. I wasn't being that loud. Yes, you were. We need 2 more beers, 2 more queens, 2 more hobbits. So, not that hard all around. There is one here that we can get. This fellow. Stop it!
Hello there.
I lost it. What a shame, though. What a shame. We were so close. Yeah, I don't think we can get that beer. There is another twin nearby. But it seems we're not that close to it. And now we only need to find 2 more twins, and we have about 10 minutes. Because once again, I'm not sure if you need to turn the chicken quest before they escape the maze. So, not taking any chances. Oh, come on, these walls in here. These guys can be Quite annoying to find at times. Ah,
How do you do?
yes, you were being that loud. Thankfully, the text they say is always the same, so we're not missing anything by just clicking on them as fast as we can. Just one more hobbit. Here, but he's running too fast. The other thing to keep in mind about these twins is that they have a set path they run through, so if you do not
Lovely
catch
day,
them
isn't it?
before they reach their goal, they will just disappear, which is kind of sucky if you're having issues with it, but not right now, as we already have all the hobbits that we need. Just gotta find a way outside the maze. And for Christ's sake. Yeah, just gotta go outside the maze and turn in these quests. And since you can only do some of them at a time, that means that we will unlock some of the other quests. So,
Hello there.
look at all these chickens. You certainly did your part. Now you must have a reward. Thank you so much. Now this one.
How
Thank
can
you,
I be of
Beriathan. I
service?
cannot fathom how such little folk can make such an enormous racket. Hopefully they will be a little quieter now.
How can I be of service?
Well done, Beriathan. I didn't think you had it in you to manage that task. Most folks give up after the first few drinks, dizzy and confused. I admire your persistence. Thank you. That is the first set of tasks. So now I am... give me just a moment, something came up, but I'll be back in just a sec to complete the other quests here in the Hedge Maze. Okay, thankfully, hopefully rather, it wasn't that long. What now? This one.
Melon, will you stay a moment?
I am glad you have come. I could use some assistance, if you please. You might wonder why am I standing all alone at a festive springtime event, but I am actually waiting for my friends. I have been waiting for some days now. We all entered the maze together as a group, but sometime during the course of things we became separated, and only I came out. I have been waiting for them all these days since. Do you think you could go into the maze and remind them that we must soon be away back to our own Ithwilward celebration? I would go in again, but I am afraid that I will miss them once again, and we could be there even longer if they'd go back to look for me. I am beginning to regret our decision to come here. Don't worry, I have you covered, and I will help you find your friends. So, this hedge maze is divided into two sections, a northern section and a southern section, or at least that's how I like to think about it. It helps me navigate my way through. So there are 3 elves on the northern side and 3 elves on the southern side. Here we have the first one. I am sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I have been looking for the exit for days. I have never been good at this sort of thing. Every lift is distracting. Will you let me out? Yep. You can count on me. The other one is really close by.
Megavonen.
Althalil is waiting. I had almost forgotten her. I find this maze most inevitable. I am not sure I have a mind to leave just yet. Pray tell though, where is the door? I ask merely out of curiosity. Should I ever want to find it? I am not sure that time will come, but just the same, it will be good to know it is there. And the good thing about these elves is that you are not competing with other players to locate them. Everyone can talk to them at the same time. The downside, however, is the quest ring will not show up on your minimap. if you are relying on that. What you can do, however, is press the F10 key, and that might help you.
What can I do for you?
Taltalil is too hasty, but I suppose she is correct. I will come. I will follow you for a while, if you don't mind. This is the first half on the northern side. Now we need to find our way to the other half of the maze. And I don't know, that can be tricky at times, but it seems we are on the right track. I know. Jesus, I I lose my way around here more than I would like to admit. But here we have the second half of the maze. One of the elves. You can know. Wandering elf. I get lost more in the southern side than the northern side.
How can I be of service?
The door? Oh, I am sure I must have passed it 100 times and paid it no heed. I could find it again in a moment if I so desired. I stay only because I worry if you can get out yourself. I will watch which direction you go to make sure you get to the right way. Yeah, right. Whatever you say. If it makes you feel better, I will play along. The second elf of this side should be here.
What can I do for you?
We elves do not notice the turning of the days. Taltalil's concern is unfounded. I am not lost by enjoying the fresh foliage. I suppose it matters not. I will leave now. Where's the exit? I do not ask because I do not know. I just want to make sure that you know how to get out. Who would have thought elves would like to pretend so much? But yeah, they are totally lost.
How can I be of service?
Are you lost? I can see that you are. You needn't be ashamed. Just follow my path and I will lead us both back to Taltalil in time. Taltalil? Or Taltalil? Taltalil, I think. Sounds a little bit better. I have read the notes on the appendices on the stress on Elven words, but sometimes I forget. Sometimes I get confused about the rules. The chickens have escaped the Hedge Maze, so thankfully we didn't have any issues finding the chickens, turning the quest in. Now back up the Hedge Maze, back to the people outside. So,
Greetings to you.
you spoke to all of them, and yet still they tarry. I do not know how I will ever get them out. I am beginning to think that bringing them along was not the most prudent idea. So we have here, did bestowed, spring is dandy. So, complete the spring festival run in the Shire, the run in Bree, that's the race I would say. Bullroarer's challenge, we'll get to that in just a moment. Also the Hedge Maze, a laugh at the last, stomp a shrew, and we also do some stomp a shrew in just a moment.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Hello friend! Is it not a fine spring day? This is just the sort of weather that makes a festival so pleasant, with the gentle breezes and the bright new greens. Are you looking at that maze yonder? That is just what I was thinking of too. It is a fine day indeed to be lost in the foliage. So you wish to try your luck at picking a path? That is a worthy goal. I went just the other day in record time. I'll warrant you can't get through even if I gave you more than generous amount of time. In fact, I'd be willing to wager a fair price on that very challenge. Give a shout if you get lost and need me to come looking. I'll not think less of you. Some people get quite lost in such a confusion of ways, but do not walk so quick that you forget to savor the sweet smells of green growing things, for you'll not find them any other time of year. How much time do we have now? 5 minutes. Easy peasy. But you need to complete this quest to unlock the other one, which will require you to complete this run in just a minute. You don't need that long, of course, especially using speed boosts like Forced March or Find a Path. And if you know your way, because yeah, the first time around can be quite confusing, but you can do this in about 30 seconds, as you have seen. Maybe 40 if you don't have any run speed boosts, but even then, plenty of time for you to do it. Okay.
What can I do?
Oh, you startled me. I did not expect to see you for another several hours, at least. You did rather well, Beriathan, but you have to go much faster if you are to beat my time. But never mind, I am impressed just the same. Come to think of it, you deserve a reward. Accept this token of my respect for a maze master in training. I hope that you enjoyed the greenery as much as I did when I went through.
Would you do something for me?
Hello again. The spring weather is pleasing, rain or shine, is it not? I see that you are still looking at the hedges of the maze yonder. Do you wish to challenge your own best time? That is an admirable goal. I do not think you are yet ready to challenge mine. I think a good compromise will be your running off the maze within just over half the time previously allotted. 3 minutes should do the trick. My minute record is not to be outdone, of course. Don't forget to shout if you get lost and need me to come looking. I'll not think less of you. Some people get mighty lost in such a confusion of ways, but I am afraid that you may miss the scenery and smells if you are able to carry on at a pace that will get you out so quick as this challenge demands. Yeah, I know, I'm not worried. Once again, 3 minutes is more than enough for doing this, but you do need to complete this to unlock the last part of the chain. Yeah, once again, 30 seconds is more than enough. Yeah, just let me do now the pro run. This kind of rookie runs not doing it for me.
What can I...
Oh, you did not startle me this time, Beriathan. I had a bit more faith in you, though I feel secure in my own record. You will never beat that.
Hello, friend. Could you...
Yes, well, you really can't seem to get enough of that hedge maze. No matter, no one will ever beat my best time. Only 1 minute and a few seconds more. I am sorry to have to break this to you, but it is folly to think that you can match my time. Try if you must, but I simply do not wish for your hopes to be disappointed. It can be so discouraging to fail. You still mean to try, do you? Very well. You have 1 minute. I am not worried. No one will ever beat my time. Now please, leave me be. I am trying to enjoy the spring before it fades into another sweltering summer, and I cannot do it if you are hovering about me like a gnat. That's kind of funny. But yeah, 1 minute once again. No worries. I have run this maze so many times on previous years that yeah, it's no longer a challenge, but once again, it can be if you're still learning your way around. Every once in a while I tend to forget it. Not too often though, but it can happen. If you get too overconfident, you might take the wrong turn.
Greetings, friend.
Please do not come around and bother me anymore, Beriathan. Your very presence somehow saps the beauty out of a fine spring day, and I find that I do not enjoy it quite so much when you are near. Come to think of it, I do not like mazes after all. They are rather too green for my liking. Too much green is unpleasant in certain lights. Here, take your reward. Enjoy your silly maze if such a silly, pointless thing can truly be enjoyed. Jeez. Chill out. Now, what else can we do? There is only one other thing that we can do here in the maze, and that is with Gizzy.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
I beg your pardon. I needed a moment to compose myself, but I have dashed the water from my eyes and quit my uproarious laughter long enough to devise a wonderful plan. I am not a cruel dwarf, but this is an opportunity I cannot miss. You see, I came to this maze many days ago, hoping to see the sights, pass on through, and move along. But as I picked my way, I heard an elf muttering about not being able to find the exit, but he grew silent when he perceived my presence. He followed me for a bit, but took a wrong turn. I came out at last, and I waited. Do you know that I have been here all these days since, and I have not seen so much as a hair from a single elf head, save that one standing near waiting for her companions? My mirth has grown greater with every passing hour. This is the best festival I have ever been to. Now take these signs and post them everywhere you can and point them this way and that. Let us see how many more days it will take them now. You are a mean dwarf. You are a mean one, Mr. Gizzy. But yeah, we are posting these signs to misguide people in here. And as far as I know, there are exactly 10 signs in here, so you do need to know the location of every single one of them, something that I don't. I don't know where these things are located exactly. I just stumble my way around until by some chance I can't find them all. Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think this is the only quest that can still confuse me. Which is ironic if you stop to think of it, because you are trying to confuse other people, but in turn I'm the one getting confused. Confusing sign number 1. Sorry, confusing sign number 4. And number 5 in here. Let me add this to the quest tracker. Christ. And of course you cannot use the ones you have already used. But since they don't become inactive after you use them, that adds to the confusion. Or they do? I'm not sure. They do become inactive after you use them. That's a relief. But we are still halfway through with it. I'm not sure how simple will this be. We're missing 7 more of these little guys. Okay, I missed it, and I was so close. Yeah, the delete key is your best friend in this case. It's not the most helpful thing ever, because, once again, it would still not show you the way, but it will give you a hint, at least. The problem is, when hitting the delete key, it does not show you the next sign. Come on. I'm not sure exactly which one I missed. I know, the quest tracker. Well, the map doesn't work in here, but the quest tracker does, thank God. So let us get out of here. Come on, where's the exit now? I'm sure it was just around the corner, but I only know a way to find it from the central area, so... But, well, here we are.
Well,
Oh, that is delightful. None have come out yet. Would you like to wait with me? We can fetch a pint at the festival and return in a moment, and then we shall continue to enjoy this most memorable scene. Well, no, as a matter of fact, I have many more things to do, I think.
Will you give
Yeah.
me a moment of your time, friend?
I am not much of a traveler, and I keep to my own folk where I know all is safe, if you take my meaning. I overheard some of the halflings of Citadel going on and on about their people's great feast away west in the Shire. The Feast of the Greenfields, I believe it is called. The oddest thing, though, was their mention of a green beer. Green! I am quite happy with our own amber-colored brews in these parts. Thank you very much. If you are interested in such oddities, you may go to the Feast of the Little Folk whenever you please. I am content here. So that's for the feast in the Greenfields that we'll need for the deed. We will do that. Okay, the Garden of Pests will send us to the Stomp a Shrew challenges, but these where flowers bloom, I don't think I have ever done. But let us take this one.
Friend. Could you help me with something?
Hello, hello, well met, Warden. Do you wish to see the new garden in Dweland? I hear it is a sight to be seen, but I am not sure it is quite as the elves wished it. I have only heard rumors of what ails them, but it sounds rather bad. Dweland certainly offers the best spring festival, and I agree with you on that. Still, I would not have you miss the fun if there is any fun to be had. You should speak with Maengamiel in Dweland, for I believe she is managing the garden. I don't know, maybe I can leave that a flower thingy for later. But before I forget, let us do this wine delivery. The northeast table is right here next to the horse. Back to Bree Town. The southeast table is, well, just south of where we were. That one over there where all the party goers are. And the southwest table is not that far. So your clue for getting it is just looking for all the party goers. And that's it. I can tell that your deliveries were met with much appreciation, Beriathan. You earned these spring leaves, and at the same time put my mind at ease. Oh, I hope everyone is having a good time. When the party goers find they are once again parched, there will always be a need for someone willing to bring them what they need. So check back with me from time to time, my useful friend. Okay, we're gonna do the run here in the Greenfields. I don't think it will count towards a taste of spring, but we need this for the deed, and hopefully we can get this. And I think in order to get this, we need to activate Smell the Roses. That will make it a little bit easier.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Greetings to you, stranger. Are you here to try out our obstacle course? Only the most experienced of riders will be able to master such a tricky path in the amount of time we have allotted, but the reward is great for those who manage to succeed. The rules are very simple. Race to each gate and you mustn't fall off your speed before the time runs out. When you see two gates next to one another, you must choose which path to take, be it high or low. The low path may be muddy and the high is sure to be dry, but precarious indeed. There will be other hurdles to disrupt you as well. Do you feel up for this challenge? Only the most spirited riders should even attempt such a feat. It is sure to be very dangerous, but you have a hardy look to you. We'll pick our horse. God, this isn't such a hard quest, but for whatever reason, I fail it most times. I fail it more than I succeed at it. And I'm not sure why. It's really not that hard. Oh, come on! Those freaking turns are the ones that always manage to get me. But I think if we get this one, the speed boost that we get out of it might be enough. No! No, now there is no way we're gonna complete this in time. Oh, screw this. Oh, Christ. Yep. We failed it, and now we need to wait, what, 5 minutes? Oh, come on. Well, let us go do the other things in the Shire and Ered Luin. And we'll give that another try later. Oh, Christ. Where do we go first? Let us try the Shire first. We're gonna go back here to Bree.
What do you need?
Let us... come on, what happened? Dynamic layers.
Greetings.
Let us go to... Mikhail Delving, come on! What's going on with you? And we'll try to do the run in Mikhail Delving and the activities in the Broken Borings too. Festival run to the south. I think I have done this one. I don't remember which one is easier in between the Bree and the Shire tracks. But you see, I failed this more than I succeed at it. Where's the friggin' racetrack in here? Okay, I think I see it now. Yeah, the new maps, they do show you more things, but it takes some time getting used to them. But yeah, you can see the actual racetrack in here around this lake. You just need to find a quest giver. Let us practice this for Christ's sake. Yeah, that's what you need to do always. I don't know what that is so challenging for me. Christ.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Welcome, welcome. This is quite an odd event, don't you think? To race around on these great old beasts. I am not sure I like it at all, but folk come from near and far to take a chance on this game and prove their skill. The rules are very simple. Race to each gate and you mustn't fall off your steed before the time runs out. When you see two gates next to one another, you must choose which path to take, be it high or low. The low path Maybe muddy and the high is sure to be dry but precarious indeed. There will be other hurdles to disrupt you as well. Do you feel up for this challenge? Only the most spirited rider should even attempt such a feat. It is sure to be very dangerous. I myself would never attempt such a thing. I don't know. Let's see if the journeyman riding trait helps us a little with this. I'm not sure if it affects the speed of these horses, race horses, but let us try. No! I did it, but for God's sake. Minus 25% worse speed, so it does affect us, but maybe without Smell the Roses active we can get EH. Now we need to complete this even if we fall, but Christ, I mean, you see in there, making the turns is not the hard part, but actually, you gain a burst for your agile navigation and then you lose it for touching the mire. Okay, but the speed buff is actually longer, so we just barely made it. Thank God.
How do you do?
I have never seen such excellent riding in these parts, Beriathan. I'm sure you have seen better. I am very impressed. Take these leaves and my congratulations. It does count towards a taste of spring, so we can go back to Sergeant Tom at any time now. But now, God, we need to make our way to the Broken Borings and do Bullroarer's challenge, which is really fun, if you ask me. And we might be able to do that challenge and the Stomp a Shrew in Dweeland. The Bullroarer's challenge is kind of tricky, especially if you have a post-processing effects activated, but that's part of the fun in my opinion. You are about to see what I mean. But yeah, it's quite a ride. I actually didn't know this activity existed until last year. Right, it became one of my favorites, the green beer. It's quite a thing. Far are we? 1 kilometer away, almost. Well, I don't think the new map of the Shire looks half bad. And the one in Brilliant is nice too, I dig it. I have not made my mind about the one in Ered Luin though, because it has so many different terrains, so not consistent if you ask me. This area here is totally different from this area here, from this area here. It's kind of confusing. But we get a look to the homestead, so that's nice. But it's also kind of strange that the homesteads still have their own, the old style maps. But okay. So here we are finally in the Broken Borings. I should already have the Stable Master discovered. So we need to talk to Sigismund Northduke. A funny name. Ah, okay. There he is. A green cap and everything. Oh, this fellow looks great. I love your cap. Can I have one like that?
Good day.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Feast of the Greenfields. Are you here to pay your respects to the Bullroarer? There is plenty to do.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Pandovra's Bullroarer took. He is my ancestor, you know, and the greatest hero of the Shire. A long time ago, an army of goblins invaded the Shire. Goblins, of all things. Well, the Bullroarer, he wouldn't stand for it, no sir. He gathered all the Tooks and other brave hobbits he could muster and rode out on his horse against them. You heard me right, Beriathan, a horse, a full road horse. The Bullroarer was 4'5", as the family records tell, and could ride a horse just like the big folk. Every spring we honor his memory by holding the Feast of the Greenfields. We usually place tankards of Bullroarer's brew, Pandovra's favorite drink, around his statue, but so many folk have come out of this season that we are completely out of clover, one of the main ingredients. You wouldn't be able to go out and get us more clover, would you, my good man? The clover only grows on the Greenfields, north of the Broken Warrens. Okay. Picture of Sigismund next to his ancestor, and let us go clover picking. We need to find 5 of them, not hard. Okay, so clover picking, easy enough. Back to Sigismund.
Hello there.
You gathered the clover we need. Excellent. We should have more Bullroarer's brew in no time.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Now that we have the clover, it must be brewed. The only place in the whole Shire which makes Bullroarer's brew is the Golden Perch. The original recipe was made by Pandovras himself and passed down from innkeeper to innkeeper at the Perch. They have been making it for over 250 years. The clover is one of the main ingredients and also what gives it its green color. Bring the clover you collected to Gondor Grub at the Golden Perch, and you should have some Bullroarer's brew before the day is out. The Golden Perch is located in stock. Hurry back as soon as you can with the Bullroarer's brew. Talk to the south. Oh my god, it's so far away. How are we doing here? The festival running, Bree, yeah. Bullroarer's challenge, we are getting to it. And the stump a shrew. Yeah. Drink dandy. Okay. There is another hidden deed for the spring festival, but I don't remember how to get it exactly. Let me double check while we ride. Like I cannot find it. We're almost there in stock. I think on our way back I'm gonna take the stable master so I can keep on looking for the other hidden deed I'm telling you about. So that I can tell you exactly how to complete it. I'm quite sure I have done that deed before in other characters, but I cannot remember right now what you need to do to get it. Here we are in stock at long last. And here we have the Golden Perch, the best beer of the East Farthing, according to Peregrine Took.
A lovely day, isn't it?
More clover, and just as we were running short. Thank you, Beriathan. You are doing the Bullroarer proud, you are. So it seems now we just need to go back to the broken borings. So yeah, let us take the stable master there.
Just a moment.
It's gonna be a while, but that will give me some time to find what I'm looking for. Okay, yeah, there is another title that requires you to complete all the activities within the Hedge Maze, but there is one activity that is part of the In League challenges, so you need to become a member of the In League, something that I have not done on Beriathan and don't plan on doing for a long while at least, as I don't want to add another reputation grind to the ones I already have. So we'll need to pass this up for the time being. I might get back to it at some point, but yeah, we're gonna place the In League on hold, at least until next year. LOTRO has so many other reputations to max out that, yeah, the In League and the Chicken League and the Ale Association, that's not something that I want to do for the time being. Okay, back at the statue.
How do you do?
I just received a fresh batch of Bullroarer's brew from Gondor. Thank you, Beriathan. You have paid your respects. Now for the Bullroarer's Challenge. You have heard of the Bullroarer's Challenge, haven't you? Every year, the Took family hosts the Bullroarer's Challenge here in the Broken Borings. Some hobbits, like young Belgo, practice all year for the event. Speak with Tobias Brookhouse just east of the Broken Borings. He will explain the rules to you. If you complete the Bullroarer's Challenge, return to me and I will reward you with a special prize. Oh yeah, so that's what we were in for. There we have it.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Hello friend, my name is Tobias Brockhouse, official in-league games master. Can I help you with something?
Could I take a moment of your time?
I will get the hat. Awesome. I don't think I will use this on Beriathan for the time being, but I did want to get this. Small yard decoration. Oh, a cosmetic fan card. Awesome. And a wooden keg. Plenty of stuff to get in here. Sigismund Nortug sent you to participate in the Bullroarer's challenge, did he? The game's origin dates back to Bandovra's himself. Every morning, it is said, he would run atop the fences of the Great Smiles to stay in shape and hone his reflexes. Simply stand on the starting platform, pick up your official Bullroarer's challenge Brutan card, toast to Bandovra's health, and make it across the fence to the other platform where Belgo is standing before time runs out. Good luck, Beriathan! So you will see what this is about. Because when you finish drinking Bullroarer's Brutan card, that's what you get. A green drunk effect. Awesome, if you ask me. And that is what will make this quest challenging, as you need to stay on your toes to not fall from the fence. But it's not that hard. Even still, if it's giving you a hard time, you can still deactivate post-processing effects, and you will lose the drunken effect, which will make all this affair easier. Oh, no! Ah! The hardest part, in my opinion, is
Have some tea.
lining up your jump. But not because this makes harder to see where you need to land, but because you see, this is quite unresponsive at times.
Stay and have some tea.
I hope this doesn't take me that much tries. Another nice trick for this might be triggering the walk animation instead of running. That can give you more control of it. But why do you do that when I am midair? Stupid lag. Okay, I'm not sure how many more tries this is gonna take me, so in case the next one is not it, I'm gonna cut to the successful one.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Okay, so last time we were here, it didn't register our keystroke and we failed, so make sure that you do it now. Finally, you have won Bullroarer's challenge. Talk to Sigismund Nortug. I don't know how many tries did it take me. And it's not that hard. Surprised. Oh my god, but this effect is so funny.
How do
You did it! I never doubted you for a moment, Beriathan. You have truly honored the spirit of Bandovra's Took. Choose one. Okay, so we can only choose one. Yeah, let us go with a hat. We have completed Bullroarer's challenge, but now we need to complete Bullroarer's challenge advanced, which I think is timed. North, south, advanced.
Stay and have some tea.
Oh my god. So that is it. Oh my god, take a look at this. The North challenge coming through here. And then what? Like, do you need to to jump over the tent? I mean, I would guess you would need to jump over this pole, and then over this tent, and then over this fence. Oh, come on. And then after you do this, pole... Oh my god, that north challenge. Oh my god, the north and south challenges seem to be more trouble than they're worth. We're just gonna do the advanced one for the deed.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Sigismund sent you to participate in the Bullroarer's challenge, did he? The game's origin dates back to Bandovrastook himself. Every morning, okay, yeah. Time runs out, so yeah, there is a time test now. Okay, gonna take this. Once again. Bandovras' health. Time runs out now. I don't see any time constraints. In here, we just need to do this thing again. Oh, there is a time. I see the time limit now.
Hello there. Might
On
I
the
speak?
bar that you get holding the tank card. Oh, Jesus.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Bullroarer's health. Okay, this is a good one. Oh, finally. Bullroarer's challenge advanced. Once again, talk to Sigismund in Northtook. But let's take a picture of us with this effect, which is so funny. Like with the statue on the background, of course. But also something which we are more visible. As visible as we can be with this rank effect. Now let's take the spring leaves. Now, let us do the fruit stomping really quick. In order to get to the Stomp a Shrew challenges in Dweeland, you need to first take a swift travel. But first, let us complete this wrapper quest, as we are really close by. And we will do the shrew stomping challenges in just a moment. Ah, you're a festive one. I hope you are having a fun time at the Spring Festival. It seems you are having a swell time, so perhaps you'll enjoy one of these rewards. Here you are. Come back tomorrow and I shall have more rewards for you. So before we leave, let me show you some of the rewards of this year's festival. This one, which is my favorite. A Merry Fellow outfit, which makes you look just like Tom Bombadil. So I wanna get that, and I'm definitely gonna get it. I still don't have enough leaves for the full set, but I will be back for it sometime. But that's what we needed now. Let us now go back to Mengamiel. Well, not go back, go meet her.
How can I be of service?
So first we'll need to take a swift travel to Kellandim. And from Kellandim we'll need to take a ride to Dweeland.
How can I be of service?
Dweeland, which there should be a swift travel option. I don't know why more swift travel options haven't been added to the starter areas. I think that is just a remnant of the original design, and it's kind of dragging for the festival, at least. I mean, A compromise could be adding a swift travel option just during the festival. Why not? But anyway. Here we are in Dwelan. There are some quests in here as well. I think this is the second most important hub area for the festival. This one is the dance quest, I believe. Oh no, this is just the horse races. We can just come in here, in this cave, where the Stomp a Shrew challenges are held, which are not hard, really.
What do you need?
Welcome, Wanderer. I dearly hope you have come to see the Garden of the Titular. As it happens, we could use your aid. There is a problem, you see.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Shortage of goods.
Stay.
Have
Some tea.
the Shire shrews.
Stay a moment.
Okay, so in order to unlock the shrew challenges, we need to do this.
Mind my words, traveler.
This event is a disaster. If the shrew infestation wasn't enough to ruin our spring celebration, we now have a shortage of boots. They're not just any boots, you see, they're specially made by the bootmaker here in Dwelan. He uses great care and technique to make a very special boot that is just menacing enough to strongly discourage the shrews from remaining here. Can you please go find out what is holding up his next shipment? I worry that I will be out of shrew stomping boots by the end of today. Okay, no, I think that's not necessary for the challenges, but we'll need to get the notification that the challenge is about to begin. So in the meantime, we can do some of
Stay
this.
a moment.
This shrew business is positively ruining the festival for me. I almost didn't come this year. I really didn't. This is such a violent game and it offends me terribly. Stomping on shrews is so far beneath the dignity of the free peoples that I refuse to participate, but I have come up with something better to do. I would like to propose that we actually do something useful for the festival to try to salvage this catastrophe. I saw some lovely flowers growing in the fields outside of Dwelan. You should collect them and plant them in here. That is a proper festival activity for you. So yeah, we're gonna do that in the meantime while we wait for the game of shrew stomping to begin. So what we'll need to do first is talk to Bullroarer and help her gather the materials for the boots. Nope.
Greetings, friend.
No,
Will you lend
Bullroarer
me your
is
ear?
actually this guy here.
Mind my words, traveler.
I'm nearly out of cherry wood I use for the most important part of the boots, the sole. The sole is fortified with this gentle, moderately dense, strong wood. It is the perfect, yes, perfect wood for knocking out a pesky, oversized shrew without really hurting it. Elves do not like to hurt creatures, you see. Well, I suppose shrews tempt us to use violence more than most animals of the wild, but we have come up with a fair compromise. Cherry branches grow around clusters of trees in the pastures along the road to Dwelan. I'm sure there will be plenty of branches on the ground to replenish today's supply. Oh, we have the game that is about to begin. So, let us get these quests really quick and we'll go to the game.
Will you lend me your ear?
This is getting absurd. Thanathron over there, that weaver, yes, the only glare in my way, simply will not give me fibers for the lining I need for the special boots. My supplies are running low and he is a key supplier, but he refuses to help me. It is because his own supply of flax is running low, and he hoards his ingredients so that his stock never depletes. I am afraid I've gone and made him angry with my demands. Perhaps you can reason with him. Please try, Beriathan.
Will you lend me your ear?
I am ashamed to be admitting this, but I am out of twine, Beriathan. I, Master Bootmaker of the Guardian Shrew Stomping event. It is true, hard to believe, I know. Could you please fetch me some more? I usually get mine in Kellandin, where the elves who tend the dogs craft a fine strong thread. You're a good sort of man, Beriathan, truly.
Elberath will avenge me.
What? Do I like having a balanced supply of ingredients and product? What of it? If I have no ingredients, tomorrow I shall have no product. I do not think it is unreasonable for me to demand ingredients if I am going to generously give off my finite supply. If you want your own ingredients for your own endeavors, you will have to collect ingredients for me first. Flax plants grow along the road to Kellandin. You'll be able to see the pale blue flowers amongst the grasses. So I'm gonna help you out with your ingredient gathering endeavors, but first I wanna participate in the game. And we need to complete the game for all the gardeners. So we will begin with the leisurely gardener.
You lend me your ear?
I am very glad you're here. These shrews are driving us absolutely mad and we have just about given up. We expect that many people will come to see the garden. If we work together, I think we will be able to stop these shrews from continuing to misbehave. You should enter the garden and wait for the fight to begin. I am a leisurely gardener myself, and my expectations are not high. All I ask is that you defeat many shrews. I don't care how long it takes. Good luck, Beriathan. So, we'll need to pick up the boots in here. Nice boots for gardening.
Stay a moment.
I do not see him now. I think I just saw him. He drives me mad. He is the bane of the elves. Such an enormous shrew, I have no love for him. Perhaps you can defeat him. He is infuriatingly evasive and only appears once in a long while. Only one hero can drive him off in each round. How he drives me mad. Mad! He will appear soon in that garden down below. If you can defeat him, I will give you the most generous reward of all. What do you say to that, Warden? Come on. Jesus Christ. There are a lot of people in here and I'm fighting for... Oh, come on. You need the Shrewd Gardener. Okay. Need to defeat 10 of these pesky critters, but there are so many people in here that it's not make it any easier. Stop it! True. Ah. Ah, okay, I already have them all, sorry. Well done, Beriathan. It is a start. A new game will begin shortly. I do hope you will participate in the next one as well. So when you complete the quest for Mengamil, that will unlock the quest for Branklot, and then completing the quest with him, unlock the quest with Logeth Will. But it seems... Well, we still need to complete some of this, so let us wait until a new game begins by picking up the materials we need. So in here we will find the flowers. The spring flowers for the vases, but also the cherry wood and the other flowers, the flax plants. But for the twine, what I usually do for that twine is I wait until the next day. I mean, in order to get to Dweland, you need to get first to Kellandim. So by waiting until the next day, I make sure that I get the twine as I make my way to Dweland, which is preferable to just going to Kellandim and back. So that's why I prefer to do that quest in 2 parts. Oh, we have here the deed, the Shriek Gardener. We need to defeat a lot of shrews. We'll get that one eventually. Here we have all the flags. We just need one more cherry wood. Where is it? Okay. Perfect. Okay, and another game is about to begin. I think we have enough time to turn this to quest scene. Let us hope I'm right. Just hurry up, please.
Do not underestimate my wrath.
Good. Now we can proceed with our arrangement. At least someone around here can be reasonable. Here are some flax fibers.
What can I do for you?
These are just the branches I need. Many thanks, Beriathan. This will ensure that the shrews are given just the right amount of dissuasion against their terrible behavior.
What do you...
Splendid, Beriathan. Your patience and politeness did wonders here, I see. Alatron is a stubborn fool who has no business being in this trade, but it is what it is, and I should learn to make do. Unfortunately, I have a sad feeling that I will go through the same thing all over again tomorrow when my supplies are low again. Well, tomorrow is tomorrow. Shouldn't worry too much about it. For the time being, let us just worry about the new game of Stomp a Shrew. So first, here, the Practice
Mark
Garden.
my words. words, traveler.
This is no time for leisure. It is imperative that the shrews be defeated quickly. If you cannot best shrews in the time allotted, I do not think you have the skill needed to help us with this effort. These pesky shrews are ruining the toolworth, and my Angamil is asking you to scroll through as though nothing is wrong. I am asking you to step up now, Beriathan, and show your true valor. The game will begin down in the garden space, my friend. Wait there, and then defeat the pesky shrews as quickly as you can. Once again, we pick the boots. We will get the quest
Stay a moment.
for the big shrew. Let us try and get these big boots in here. That's gonna make it a little easier. In the meantime, we can plant some of these pots. Okay, game has begun. Not sure exactly what is the trigger to play some of these sound effects. Yeah, it seems when you stomp the shrews, you get some of those nice tunes. They sound really fun. So we have all our 10 shrews now. We just need to wait for the big shrew and let us hope we are fast enough this time. Trying to find a good spot to wait for the big shrew to appear. Can be long now. Anytime now. Okay, there he is. No! 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 Okay, so somebody else got a big shrew. Let us finish planting these flower pots. And by the way, apologies if you notice if we're transitioning here. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna do it yet, but as I was doing the previous round of the game, something came up extremely urgent in real life, so I had to stop the recording and take care of that. So yeah, sorry for that, but trust me, we are, well, just continuing from where we left off. So we completed the second round of the festival, the Stomp a Shrew challenge for the practice gardener. This is the last one that we'll need for the deed, I believe. Let us talk to him and see.
Megovanen.
Well done, Beriathan. You have done your work here just as I asked. I have taken rather a liking to you, you know. I hope to see you again in the future, for I believe there will always be gardening work to be done here. Now, we need to wait for a new game to begin so that we can take another go at the game, of course. Yeah, let us complete
What
this
can I
too.
do for you?
That's much better, Beriathan. You and I understand what it truly means to visit a festival. There should be something lovely and beautiful to feast our eyes upon. No unconscious shrews or chewed-up gardens. I am glad we found something proper to do. What else now? I think while we wait, we can actually go back to Kelondim and collect the twine so that I can show you that as well. Let us do that. We'll ride really quick to Kelondim and back. What did I send myself? Ah, some virtue XP. So, determination to 38 and confidence. Alright. Let us check this in the meantime. I think we're doing pretty good. Virtue cap reached. Legendary item. Level up. Oh, okay, we also have a hobbit present for today. Let us check this. If the virtue XP and a landscape soldier token. I think we can use both. Yeah. This adds an extra hour to our landscape soldier that I don't think I have ever used. And we have hit max with this token, so I don't know, maybe at some point I can do that, maybe not. But well, here we have the twine. Oh god, we need to collect a lot of it. Let us collect... No, don't fall into the water, please. A game of Stomp a Shrew is about to begin in Dweeland? Oh, come on. Well, at least I got that notification. I think if we're fast enough, we can go back and not miss the game. Let us try and do that. Hurry up, please. We are not far. We're halfway through. We should be able to pull that off. So now we can talk to the elite gardener, which is even more interesting. Do you know what I advise? I advise that you ignore my friends and embark upon the greatest challenge of all. That is the only way you shall earn my respect as an elite gardener. When you begin the game, you are responsible for planting and gardening tasks, as well as driving away the dear shrews. If you can manage all of this in the allotted time, you will have truly done as much as you can for our poor little garden. Do your best, Beriathan. The stakes are very high indeed. And we'll
Might you spare a moment of your time?
give it another go at the enormous shrew. And hopefully this time we can get it. Just gonna quick slot this, and I think I actually gonna take the big boots to this slot in here, as you need to be really quick when the game begins. So the best way of doing this well, there are a couple ways of doing this. You can try to combine your shrew stomping duties with your planting duties. You can also try to focus on one of those. And since the planting takes a long time, one strategy would be to plant everything first, so that way you don't need to worry about planting when the giant shrew appears. I actually was doing this just a few minutes ago with my other warden, and yeah, I was in the middle of planting and the giant shrew appeared, so I had to stop it, interrupt the planting so that I could go on and get the giant shrew, and luckily I did. But yeah, that's risky, if you ask me. Thankfully, there doesn't seem to be a lot of players today, so that improves our chances for the giant shrew. Gotta keep an eye open on these critters. And the way in which I also like to do this is you calculate when the giant shrew is about to show up, and you move to an area in which you have a clear visual of the giant shrew. God, we got it! Yeah, awesome! Oh, thank God for that. So yeah, we were lucky. The giant shrew spawned just right next to us, so we only need to target it, which is kind of tricky as it moves very fast, and then just use our big boot skill. That's why it's better to have it more in handy. But if you don't get it, I mean, it's a little bit of luck as well, but as I was telling you, something that I like to do is you calculate an approximate time for when the giant shrew is about to show up, and you move to a place in which you have a clear view of the entire garden so that you can see where it is coming out of and get there as fast as you can. But yeah, it's luck. A mix of luck and skill, of course.
Megovanen.
Well done, Beriathan. It is a start. A new game will begin shortly. I do hope you will participate in the next one as well. We got a Spring Festival box. 5 spring leaves. And here, the lead gardener. Well done, Beriathan. It is a start. A new game will begin shortly. I do hope you will participate in the next one as well. Okay, so that was the challenge that we needed to complete. Not the giant shrew, but the challenge for the elite gardener. In any case, we have completed all the shrew quests. In here, we're only missing that friggin' horse race in Bree, so I'm gonna get it. But wait, I forgot. We need to bring the twine to Delurau so that we can complete this. We're gonna give it a go, another go at the race, and hopefully complete it so that I can show you most of the Spring Festival and the deed that you can complete without the in league.
What do you need?
At the least. Wine! Marvelous! I was beginning to wonder if you lost your way. Well, this should do for a short while at least. My thanks, Beriathan. You are more useful than you seem at first glance. Thanks, I guess? Yeah, no wonder the other guy didn't want to work with you if you are like this with everybody. So, gotta enter the cave. We go back to Antmeret.
What can I do for you?
So we're back on schedule then. That is good, Beriathan. I was growing very anxious. I hope the bootmaker did not give you too much trouble. please do not hesitate to speak with me again tomorrow. I have a feeling this bootmaker is not quite prepared for the volume of our demands. And that is correct, and she will give you
You lend me your ear?
a daily. So as you see here, for this daily, you need to collect once again flax plants, cherry woods, the twine. Not as much as before, but still you need to do it. And then you turn this in with her. So this is changed so that you only complete one quest now instead of 3. But we can do this. But I think I'm gonna hold on to that for the time being. Let us go back to the festival fields, the festival grounds, and let us try our luck once again on the Bree race. I did it. I did it before, when I was on my other Warden. But I was just barely able to make it. And that's with the Journeyman trait active. So if you don't have the Journeyman trait, you will need to get both tracks right. Both high tracks. Otherwise, you will not be able to make it. I'm gonna get the wrapper for today. I'm gonna get to this guy too. Well, later. So yeah, you need both speed boosts on this race if you want to make it.
Would you do something for me?
I'm not sure about the Shire, but it seems the Shire is a little bit easier. So once again, you need to get either the first one or the second one, preferably both. Oh, we did it. Oh, we did it. Thank you, God. Oh, praise Ered Luin. Oh, Jesus. We did it. We did it. So we're doing good. I need to do this one as well. Oh, we did it too. Oh my God. You have won the Greenfields Festival run. Oh, thank you so much.
What
It
can I
is
do
rare
for
to
you?
see such excellent writing in these parts, Beriathan. I am very impressed. Take these leaves and my congratulations for displaying such skill. Oh, yeah, we did it. The festival run and we completed the deed. Spring is Dandy. And we have a new title as well. Spring Dandy. So, where is it exactly? Is here. Spring is Dandy. Just the title, no tokens, sadly. But here we have it. Spring is Dandy and so are you. And well, that's basically it for the Spring Festival. There are many other activities that you can do. As you saw, there is one quest on the Dweland Gardens that we didn't get. There is still the matter of the flower picking that we didn't get either. And what else? And of course, the Inn League and the Ale Association, but we are not doing that yet. But from what I can tell, and from what I do at least, this is basically what you will be doing during the Spring Festival. The Hedge Maze, maybe the races if you're feeling up to it, and the shrews. And that's basically it. So, thank you for watching this episode of Tales of Middle-earth. Join me next time when we will explore many more locations and stories that are still left untold. For the time being, this has been Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. There are still a couple of things left to do in the Spring Festival, and I want to show you that. But we'll see on the next episode. Stay safe, my friends. Take care. Good luck to you all, and I will see you later.